Have you ever been in a relationship with someone who thinks they're just all of that? They're a cut above. They suck the air out of the room. They demand that you listen to them. They are, at some level, really concerned about status. Status, maybe because of their position, their money, their occupation, their intellect, whatever it might be. They have this underlying attitude of arrogance, and at some level, they expect you to step into line and acknowledge their status. All right, I'm going to give you some ideas about what to do, how to respond. I'm Dr. David Hawkins, director of the Marriage Recovery Center and the Emotional Abuse Institute. This issue, narcissism, a push for status, this underlying need, this underlying insecurity in them, whatever it is, it probably goes back a long, long ways, and it doesn't feel good to be in a conversation, to be in a relationship with someone who is that narcissistic, that emotionally immature, that they are pushing and pushing and pushing for status. Kind of, how do they show up? How do they show up in relationship to you? You can sense that they are competitive. They are competitive. They're going to push and push. They're going to dominate. They're going to control. They're going to be one up. And that can be exhausting, folks. It can be really, really exhausting. I don't have any simple way of overcoming this, but I have some things that I want you to think about. First of all, be aware of these power dynamics. Be aware if you're in a relationship with someone who is competitive, who just has to foist their point of view on you, has to dominate, has to control, has to just be one up. This disagreeableness, this competition. I want you to be aware of it. And by the way, you can be aware of it, can't you? You can listen to your feelings, you can listen to your thoughts, you can be aware of just how it is to be in relationship with this person. Number two, after you are aware of what's going on, I want you to assert yourself. Show up. Oh, I don't want you to get into a power struggle with them, but I want you to show up. I want you to show up. I want you to assert your point of view. Share that you agree. Share that you disagree. Share that you're not sure. But show up. Don't just fall into silence, which is so tempting to do with someone who is that arrogant and has such a push for status. Point number three, hold your ground. I don't agree with you. I'm hearing that you think I should do this, turn left, do that, change how I'm behaving with that person. I hear that you would like me to do that. I'm not sure I want to do that. I'm going to think over what I want to do and what I don't want to do. I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say no. I'm going to say maybe so. I'm going to say I don't know. I'm going to say I'm not sure. I want you to practice all of those things. So be aware of power dynamics. I want you to assert yourself, and I want you to hold your ground. And point number four, last point, by doing so, you will be teaching people how to treat you, that you are deserving of respect. I've said in other videos, and this is such an important point, whether or not that person incorporates your feedback or not, you will notice whether or not you are showing up. You will notice whether you are holding your ground. You will notice if you have shown up in the way that you want to show up. And that counts for something. All right. I hope this has been helpful. Please click on that link to subscribe to future videos. We're putting them out all the time and on issues pertaining to narcissistic and emotional abuse. And we would love to hear what you think of your life. So if you would like further help from us, we have a client care team ready to take your calls and help you find clarity for the next step in your life. All right, take care and God bless.